Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today, I'm going to be talking about the Phoenix 1 results for the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series. But before we get into that, let's talk about Atlanta Motor Speedway, and also like and subscribe, it will really help me. So, next race is obviously Atlanta, which is the second super speedway race, quote unquote. And this will involve all three series, Cup, Xfinity, and Trucks. And we'll just have a look quickly at the schedule. Obviously, there'll be no practice because it is technically a super speedway. So we jump straight into qualifying. 3:05 p.m. will be qualifying for the Truck Series on FS1. 4:35 and then 4:35 p.m. will be the Xfinity Series qualifying also on FS1. On Saturday, it will be then qualifying for the Cup Series at 11:30 a.m. That'll be on FS1, PRN, and Sirius XM. And then at 2 p.m. will be the Freight 208 for the Truck Series race. That'll be on FS1, MRN, and Sirius XM. And then at 5 p.m. will be the Raptor 250 for the Xfinity Series race. That'll be on FS1, PRN, and Sirius XM. Now finally on Sunday, which will be the Cup Series race, that will be the Aim Better Health 400 at 3 p.m. That'll be on Fox, PRN, and Sirius XM. So without the way, let's start off with the Xfinity Series race. The winner of the first Phoenix race, the United Rentals 200, is Sammy Smith, the high schooler himself. Then we got Ryan Truex, Sheldon Creed, Riley Herbst, Chandler Smith, Jonathan Nemechek, Austin Hill, Josh Perry, Kyle Busch, and Daniel Hemrick ran out the top 10. Then we got Sam Mayer, Cole Custer, Brent Moffitt, Anthony Alfredo, Parker Kligerman, Ryan Sieg, Kyle Weatherman, Parker Retzlaff, Ryan Ellis, and Jeremy Clements ran out the top 20. Only one driver failed to qualify, that being Timmy Hill. So stuff that happened, a lot of stuff happened. Lap 29, Leland Honeyman's back panel comes loose, falls on the track. Lap 39, Josh Perry spins off the contact with Chandler Smith. Lap 45 and 90, Justin Allgaier swept both of the stages, so it doesn't really matter. Lap 84, Josh Perry spins off the contact with Sam Mayer. I'll show a video of this. This is the second time Josh Perry got spun out today, and it was by a teammate, which is very, very ironic. Now you might be wondering what happened to Allgaier. I'll be honest, I forgot to write it down, but I'm pretty sure what happened to Allgaier is that he crashed. It was a late crash. I'm pretty sure, like a late restart crash or something. I can't remember who he crashed with. Might have been with Kaz Grala. Might be wrong about that. But he finished down in 37th or 36th. I'm pretty sure I should say. So not really good day for him. I'm surprised how Barry recovered from all those two spins to finish up in 8th place. That was a great job by him. But no really good one though for his teammate Justin Allgaier, who basically dominated Phoenix all the way up until he got taken out, and his day was basically ruined after that. Either way, lap 139, Greg Golding is into the wall. Lap 149, Sheldon Creed spins in front of the field with a front left-right tire, I'm pretty sure. Left-rear tire, not left-front, whatever. Lap 171, Alfredo also spins out. Then lap 200, Sam Smith wins the United Rentals 200, making him the youngest NASCAR Xfinity Series winner at Phoenix, which is true at only 18, at only the age of 18. And which also means that he's still in high school, so he's still attending classes when he's not racing on the weekdays. Let's have a look at the other finishes outside of the top 20. Brandon Jones, he continues his struggles with Junior Motorsports. There's Justin Allgaier down in 36th place with an accident. Who else? Who do we have here? Kyle Sieg didn't really have a good run. Connor Mosack, I'm pretty sure, spun out some point. And that's really about it for Phoenix for the Xfinity Series. Let's now move over to the Cup Series. The Cup Series winner here at Phoenix is William Byron for the second race in a row. Then second place, we got Ryan Blaney. Tyler Reddick, shout out to him. He had a great result. I'm pretty sure this is his first top 5 in this season, just want to say. Kyle Larson, Kevin Harvick, shout out to him as well. He did a phenomenal job. He was basically the only driver who could actually compete against the Hendrick Motorsports drivers. Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, Kyle Busch, Alex Bowman, and what about Josh Berry? In his second Cup Series start, getting a top 10 in that 9 car. So great job by Berry. So Josh Berry, he ran to the top 10. There we go, Joe Logano, Ryan Preece, Michael McDowell, Bob Wallace, Chris Buescher, Austin Dillon, Martin Truex Jr., Brad Keselowski, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and AJ Allmendinger ran out the top 20. However, it wasn't all sunshine and roses for the Hendrick Motorsports drivers, as hopefully I'll find maybe a Twitter, maybe from NASCAR or from Bob Parkhurst. But it has been confirmed that NASCAR has actually confiscated some hood vents from Hendrick Motorsports, and also one from Colleague as well, I'm pretty sure. So maybe expect some penalties to come up. Kind of reminds me of the supercars one where Red Bull used there's some dry ice compartment and they got banned. I'm pretty sure they got a disqualified from that race. But yeah, so it kind of reminds me of that, and also that vlog will be coming out maybe I don't know, at some point, maybe like next week or something. Let's just say I have a very, very packed week in the next coming week, so expect it to be delayed for a bit. But back to NASCAR news. Expect obviously some penalties coming out from NASCAR on Hendrick Motorsports, on all 4 Hendrick Motorsports cars, and Colleague. I don't know what Colleague car it was. It might be the 16 or the 31, no idea. But one of the top, one of them has been confiscated. And yeah, that's all we really know, is that they've been confiscated. But yeah, we don't know what they're going to be doing with those hood vents, if there's going to be a penalty for it. Most likely though, but we have to wait and see. Lap 60, obviously we're now going to the race itself. Byron wins stage 1, and then lap 138, Almirola into the wall. He actually had a broken rear toe link and had to also replace the right front tire. Lap 185, with Larson wins stage 2. Lap 269, Harvick passes Larson for the lead, and then it was a caution thanks to Harrison Burton. He spun out in a front stretch. Also, I showed a video of this, and there's only like 13 seconds. But Harvick was looking like he was going to run away and get his 10th win at Phoenix, which is very, very impressive in only his final year in NASCAR. And I'll be honest, throughout this, throughout like, what is it, like this, the first 4 races, he's been performing exceptionally well, incredibly consistent, and even for struggling SHR car. The next, while the next SH car was Chase Briscoe in 7th place, he could have easily been maybe like, I don't know, where like 15th or 14th. Easily, thanks to that late race restart. So Harvick, he did a phenomenal job. Obviously, pit strategies wasn't really his best friend, sadly. But I still think Harvick should be very proud of that result. He was the only driver who could actually beat the Hendrick cars, which is surprising to everyone, since Chevy has won the first 4 races in this season. That might change maybe for Atlanta, but we'll have to wait and see. And then lap 317, Byron wins the United Rentals Work United 500, 2 in a row for William Byron. So Byron and Larson, both of them were definitely the cars to beat, and Harvick was very, very close, but it just was not enough, sadly. So let's have a look at the other finishes outside of the top 20. And as we hear, Eric Jones, I'm pretty sure when I briefly got onto the NASCAR app, he was leading for some bits. I'm pretty sure I was during green flag pit stop, so it doesn't really matter. Hamlin, he had a struggling time. Chastain as well. Cindric, LaJoy is actually still in contention of in the playoffs, actually. Zane Smith, this was also Smith's first, well, I should say his third, maybe, yeah, his third Cup Series start, but his second this year, and for Front Row Motorsports. He finished down in 31st, right in front of Todd Gilliland, who he replaced for the 6 races, I'm pretty sure. And the only driver who didn't finish was BJ McLeod, thanks to a fuel pump issue. So that's really about it for the Phoenix race for the Cup Series. Let's now move over to the Xfinity Series standings. You might be wondering why the hell I'm using the PDF version of the driver points. Well, that's just because that for some stupid reason on the NASCAR website, when I'm recording this, it's not up there. So I have to use the PDF version. So I apologize for that. But either way, let's continue. Austin Hill still in the lead by 30 points from Jonathan Nemechek, and 39 points in front of Justin Allgaier. Tied for 4th place, we got Chandler Smith and Riley Herbst. Then we got Sammy Smith and Sam Mayer both tied for 6th place. Cole Custer, Josh Berry, Daniel Hemrick ran out the top 10. Then we got Sheldon Creed, Parker Kligerman ran out the playoffs. And then we got Then we got Brent Moffitt, Ryan Sieg, Jeb Burton, Joe Gaff Jr., Anthony Alfredo, Brennan Jones, Parker Retzlaff, and Jimmy Clemens ran out of the top 20. Obviously, as we know, Austin Hill, Jonathan Nemechek, and Sammy Smith, both of them, also all three of them, are now in the playoffs. Let's now move over to the Cup Series standings. So luckily now we are now back onto the NASCAR website, and I can now review the Cup Series standings. So Alex Bowman now takes over the lead, only 3 points in front of Kevin Harvick, and 6 points in front of Ross Chastain. And then we got William Byron, Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr. ran out the top 10. Then we got Daniel Suarez, Joe Logano, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Bob Wallace ran out the playoffs. Then we got Austin Cindric, Corey LaJoie, Michael McDowell, and Tyler Reddick, who is finally inside of the top 20. But shout out to LaJoie as well; he's doing a phenomenal job. But the playoff drivers, they still exactly the same. That being Byron, Kyle Busch, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. from Las Vegas. Hopefully, we get a different winner at Atlanta. But yeah, that's really about it for Phoenix. And just a reminder as well that the next race is at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Cup, Xfinity, and the Truck Series. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys next time in the next one. Goodbye.